All the qualifiers are complete in Miami, and it's time for the draw preview, where me and Ben go round by round and pick our eventual champion.
That's right, it is the second part of the Sunshine Double, and we are going to be picking our champions. Make sure to play along at home and leave your picks in that comments section. Will Jack Draper do back-to-back Masters? We're going to find out right now, right here. JG, I'm excited for this one. I don't usually get as excited for these, but because Jack Draper just won one, I've now got this extra level in me.
Yeah, and just to clarify, we're not going to find out if Jack Draper's going to win Miami at the end of this video. But what we are going to find out is whether or not we think he can still win. Of course, these are our predictions. Nothing is certain. Nothing is factual. It's just what we think is going to happen. And sometimes we find what happens is nothing like we think. But that's the beauty of tennis and sport. Let's have a look at the previous champions of this beautiful event. I mean, you've got some very old ones there. Let's go to some more recent ones. We've got Jannik Sinner in the most recent year. He's obviously not going to be playing. He's serving his ban at the moment. He got to the final in 23, but Medvedev won it. Alcaraz won in 22. Hurkacz in 21. And it seems like there's a bit of a theme. So you get to the final, then you lose, and you win it in the next year. So does that mean Grigor Dimitrov could win this year's Miami?
Anything's possible in Miami. I think that no Jannik Sinner means it's just a really open draw. This is what we've seen since Jannik Sinner's been off the tour. It's anybody's. And I think that everybody has to step up to the plate right now. Jack Draper did it last week. Could Alcaraz now gain some momentum? I mean, he did well up until the semis. I think he could maybe go one better here. It's a perfect opportunity to win Miami again for him.
And his draw does look nice. We did our draw reaction the other day. Go check out if you've not seen it. We spoke about the fantastic matchups like Yelena Tien versus Joao Fonseca. We spoke about the fact that Alcaraz and Djokovic on the same side of the draw. And also that Alcaraz's side or quarter is easier than that of a Taylor Fritz or a Zverev. Maybe Taylor Fritz being the worst one. I think his draw is really tough.
Agreed. Yep, most definitely. Alcaraz, you'd expect him to reach the quarterfinals. But let's see how we're going to pick it. Do we want to go through some of the qualifiers first? I don't think they're placed into the draw yet, but we might be able to see them on Flash. So I'll go down.
What we can do is just pick some out. So let's pick out some qualifiers to watch. We're probably going to have the exact same ones. So the ones that we need to speak about, the main one for me is Jacob Fernley. He beat Boyer in the last round. Fernley, we've already seen what he's capable of doing. He was unable to cause or inflict any damage on Fonseca the other day. But that's Fonseca. Despite that, I think he is probably one of the more dangerous qualifiers to watch. You could make a case for a Block X as well. He's someone who I think is getting better and better, a young player who's got some good pedigree and some good results really of late. I'm just looking at some of his recent matches. He's got the ability to beat a big player, I feel.
I would agree with that. I think he's really coming into his own this year. Always dangerous. Chris O'Connell, another person to shout out there, friend of the pod. And Billy Harris as well, another Brit down here. So that's somebody I'll be keeping another eye on in this draw. I'm excited. Hopefully he's not too close to Jack Draper because I would like to see a few Brits going far in Miami.
Billy Harris is almost top 100 now.
He's had a good last few months, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay, right. Interesting. Right, let's get through the draw then. So the number one seed is Alex Zverev. Is the app working for us to be able to do it?
Yeah, we can do it on here on this one. I don't know if it's on the TNNS. This one definitely is working though. It's still saying make your picks, not like last time where we just had to go through it and pretty much just say who we thought was going to win each quarter and then give our picks. But yeah, hopefully this one will be less disjointed and we can just fire through. If you can let me know who the qualifiers are, that would be really helpful, because they should be placed in the draw by now. But if they're not, we'll just cross that bridge.
You know they're placed in the draw.
Yeah, it shows it on here. So we've got Bonzi versus a qualifier to start. If it doesn't show, then I'm probably just going to go with Benjamin Bonzi for now.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Do you know that I don't think the qualifiers have been placed yet.
Well, if they haven't, then we're just going to have to go with this at the moment. I'm just going to be picking Bonzi for now.
Yeah.
And we'll just move down. Jordan Thompson, Marcus Giron. I'm going to be going for Thompson.
I'll have Giron. I'll go Pericard, Fees, Greek Spore, who I think's playing relatively well at the moment.
Yes.
Struff Fokina. I'm going to go Fokina. I think Fokina is in better form, and
agreed.
I fancy him in an earlier round. TFO Runa. Eubanks is not playing particularly good at all. I think he's fallen off, and I'd prefer Riley Opelka.
On Audi to beat Wu, I'm going to go with here.
Yeah. Mahatch, Poprin, Brooksby, Safunin. I'll have Brooksby.
I'd agree. In America, I think Safunin's a tough match though, but Brooksby's been playing really well. Mensik to beat Agut.
So that would mean Mensik will be playing Draper if he beats Agut.
Yeah, I don't like that for him, but both winnable from Draper, I think, anyway. Fritz through. Sonego versus Navone. I'll go Sonego.
I'm going to have, Sonego too. Jarry to beat Kaboli.
I'm going to have Kaboli here.
Chapo, Hurkacz. Hurkacz won this event a few years ago. Pedro Martinez or Darderi. I'll have Martinez beating Darderi.
Yeah.
Coleman Wong. Do you know about Coleman Wong?
I don't know much about Coleman Wong. Enlighten me.
I do know about Coleman Wong, and it's really annoying me that I can't remember it right now.
He's not in the best of form of late. Lost 4 of his last 5, but 182 in the world. There's a story with Coleman Wong. Let me know in the comment section. Someone's going to know exactly what I'm talking about. But I saw it on Twitter recently. I can't remember it for the slightest right now. Let me know in the comment section. I'll have a read. But someone who I think is quite good. Despite that, I'm going to have Outmire. Shelton, Dimonor, Norrie. Yep. And this is the big one. Fonseca versus Tien. Which way are you going to go, Ben? I feel like we know which way you're going to go. Well, exactly. But something that we didn't say on the draw reaction, which I think that we have avoided saying and we should be talking about, which was they played in the boys' singles US Open final and Fonseca beat him in 3 sets. And they did actually play in another junior slam, which is the French Open, and Lerner Tien won on the clay, which it seems like crazy that way round. I would have thought it'd be the other way round. But Fonseca seems to be a bit more of a hard court specialist. It's a bit strange.
They also played twice in the Next Gen finals, in the round robin stage and the final, and Joao Fonseca won both of them.
Different format, but yeah, he still won both of them.
I'm just looking at the head-to-head of the two players in terms of what they've done. Year to date, win-loss, 6 wins for Lerner Tien, 5 losses. Fonseca, 7 wins, 4 losses. Fonseca's got a title, and in terms of prize money, it's identical. I'm just on the ATP website.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so yeah, you had one challenger as well. Yeah. So
they've won 1 million, both just over $1 million each already.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
That's so good. Brilliant to see. I wish we could have both of them going far. Unfortunately, only one of them can go through. We know who you're going to pick. I'm going to be back in the American just to try and level the head-to-head. Get it back a little bit. Come on, Tien. We need this from you. Put in a big performance and knock out Fonseca. I'm going to have riled up a few people in the comment section now for sure.
Did you know, Ben, they both weigh 73 kilograms. Fonseca's 6'1", while Lerner Tien's 5'11", but yet they weigh exactly the same.
I also weigh 73 kilograms, so that's an interesting stat for you as well.
You're just the perfect build, I guess, of a tennis player.
Yep, 5'2". That's the only difference. No.
Are you actually 5'2"?
No, I think it's 5'10", but don't know if that's. I'm probably shrinking. I'm getting a bit older. Probably down to 5'6" now.
Right. So I'm gonna have Fonseca. It's gonna be a big head-to-head. What's the odds for this one? Do you know?
Heavy for Fonseca, 1.33.
Okay, interesting. Next up, we've got Umber with a bye, Berrettini with a bye. All Japanese affair. Nishikori versus Nishioka. It's pretty cool.
Hard to pick.
I'm going to go Nishikori.
Yeah.
Nishioka's not been performing at all.
He's actually not been in bad form recently. He's actually not been. I had a look, Mike.
But I'm talking about the last 2-3 years. Even when we saw him at Wimbledon, he was on the decline then. I spoke to Nishioka at Wimbledon. I asked him a question.
You did indeed.
I said, "What's happened to you? You've fallen off a cliff." No, I didn't say that. No. I probably said something really kind to him.
Harsh. Yeah, something about being Yoshi. Yeah, he just recently beat TFO in Dallas. He also beat Nakashima there as well. He beat Fernley as well recently. So he's not been doing too badly. He's strung a few wins together on hard court. But I think Nishikori still probably have too much for him. Bergs or Borges?
Borges, Rublev, Medvedev.
Munar.
I'm
Monfils.
going to go Marizan to knock out Monfils.
Nah.
I think Monfils is going to be a bit injured and tired. Lehechka, Korda.
I don't think this is Will Spencer. I think this is a different name.
Elliot Spizzeri.
Yeah, Spizzeri.
He's someone I don't know much about.
I'm going to have a qualifier, because if it's Fernley, I think he beats him.
Do you know anything about Elliot Spizzeri?
Not too much. Not really.
So he is 134 in the world. He's only ever played 4 matches, I think.
23 years old? Was he fresh out of college?
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not going to look any more about that.
Okay, no problem. Thanks for
I'm
that.
I'm not going to be picking him.
No. Bellucci or the qualifier? I'm just going to go qualifier here as well.
I'll have Bellucci. I'll have Tsitsipas, Musetti, Sabor-Wild.
No, Continellis.
Qualifiers. Can't pick them. So Felix, Mickelson. More qualifiers.
Medvedev to beat Hijikata to face Djokovic in a second.
I think we've got to have a Medvedev-Djokovic match.
Okay. This one's tough. Kovacevic versus Kecmanovic. I was instantly going straight away Kecmanovic, but I didn't realise how good form Kovacevic has actually been in coming into this. I think he just won, is it a challenger? Yeah, just won a challenger in the Dominican Republic, beating Damir Jamur in the final.
And Jumur's playing well.
Yeah, exactly. I might go Kovacevic here.
I'm banking on him being a bit tired. I'll have Kecmanovic. I'll go Mutet, Tabio, Cerundolo, Muller.
Yeah.
Baez or Bublik?
Bublik. Got to a final recently. Obviously playing quite well.
I'm going to have Baez. Ugh. Paul Dimitrov.
Who's this?
Federico Cina.
Okay.
Italian. And a name I've never seen. And this is really surprising for me. Because how did he get in?
It's a good point.
Who is Federico Cina?
Well, how old is he? I don't really recognise the name at all, but I'm going to have a little look. Yeah,
what's he, 440 in the world? How's he got in there? He got a wild card in.
440 in the world. I think he's 17 years old, it says here.
I mean, I don't think he's very good at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I think Italy are getting a few favours, to be honest. No Sinner. They're trying to bulk up the draw. I'll have him going out anyway. Kyrgios. I don't even think he's going to go through a round. I don't know if he's a
model, this guy, this Federico Cina. He used to be a model. I'm looking at him in Milan in 2023, unless there's a famous model called...
I know there's another one that pops up on Google that's a model. Yeah, I don't think it's him.
That's not him, is it?
No, I don't think so.
It'd be funny if he's a part-time model and tennis player. Kyrgios, is he going to win?
I don't think so. I think Kyrgios bows out at the first.
Okay, Hachanov, Nakashima, Buena, Goffin, and Alcaraz.
Yep. Back to the top. Zverev, he's surely got enough to knock out Bonzi.
Yeah.
I was going Petri Pedicard, knock out Thompson.
Fees Greek Sport, that's one to pause on because I think it's tight.
Very tight. I think Arthur Fees.
I think Greek Sport.
Ooh.
I think Fakina's going to knock out TFO.
No, I'm going to go TFO.
I'm going to have Runa beating Apelka.
Yep.
Thomas Mahatch beating Aldi.
It's a tough one to call. I'll go Arnaldi. Little upset.
Yeah. I'll have Brooksby beating Poprid, knocking out the seed.
Yep.
Draper to beat Mensick.
Most definitely.
Fritz to beat Sonego.
Yep.
Chapo to beat Jarry.
Yep.
Hurkacz to beat Martinez.
Yeah, this section's good.
Shelton to beat Altmaier.
Yep.
Dimonor to beat Norrie.
Yes.
Fonseca Umba. I mean, that's crazy that he's going to have to play Lerner Tien, then Umba in the next round.
Some not
really tough matches early doors for him.
Then you get Alex de Minaur if you get through all of that.
Like, it's insane. I'm going to have Fonseca beating Umba. Go on.
Yeah, I'll have Tien as well. Go on. We're going to have to push him through.
Berrettini to beat Nishikori.
Yep.
I'm going to go Borges to beat Rublev.
Oh. I have
What'd you go
Medvedev.
for?
I'm going to go Rublev and Medvedev both going
Of course
through.
you do. Boring Ben.
Monfils to beat Lehechka.
I'd have Lehechka to beat Marazan.
Korda.
I guess.
Good section he's got here. Korda, to be fair.
It's just a pass to beat Bellucci.
Yep.
Musetti.
Yeah, I think so. And then Felix. Mikkelsen.
Djokovic.
Ooh. Yeah.
Can Djokovic lose to Medvedev?
I think he can lose to anybody at the moment, if I'm perfectly honest.
I don't think he can, mate. I don't think he'll lose to Elliot.
Okay, maybe
Spinazzoli.
not. Or China. What, the model? Yeah, okay. Casper Ruud to beat Kovacevic.
Yeah, I'll have Ruud beating Kuzmanovic. Tabio.
I'm going to move to Cerundolo. Paul. Dimitrov.
Yeah.
Hachanov.
Hachanov.
And Galitos.
Yeah. It does pick itself, some of these.
Yep.
I think we're going to start making decisions from now.
Well, this is what we had, the exact same match, I think, in the third round at Indian Wells on the brackets. And I think I'm going to stick with what I had in that one. And I'm going to go in Petri Pericard. We didn't get the match up in the last one, but I'm still, assuming it happens again, I'm going to go and Petri Pericard again.
No, I love Zverev winning this one. I'll have
Fees.
Greek Sport beating Fakina.
Yeah. Runa.
I'll go Runa to beat Mahatch. Draper to beat Brooksby.
Yeah.
Fritz to beat Chapo.
Yeah. Go on.
Definitely, Ben. Don't even
You think?
about
What?
it. Yeah. I'm
Shelton.
confident.
Shelton to beat Hurkacz.
Yeah, same for me. Fonseca to beat Dimonor.
I think
How much
Dimonor.
do you believe in Lerner Tien? So you don't believe in him as much as I
No, but it's a
do
different.
Fonseca.
It's a different game style. This is the thing. If it was Fonseca, I'd pick him to beat Dimonor as well. But I don't think he has the power that Fonseca has, and I think Dimonor would grind Tien down probably a little bit more. So Fonseca's power is able to get him out of trouble, I think, in these type of matches against weaker opposition.
Berrettini.
Yep.
Medvedev or Lehechka.
Medvedev on Monfils.
I'll go Medvedev.
Should do, really. I mean, come on.
He doesn't like French players, though, Medvedev. Tsitsipas, not a bad draw for him.
Unless they're in his box.
Tsitsipas, indeed, he's very fortunate here.
Do you think he's going to win that? Korda might have a little run.
I don't think so.
No, I don't either. Right, Musetti Felix. I'm going to go Musetti.
Me too. Djokovic to beat Mickelson. Ruud to beat Tabio. Cerundolo to beat Paul.
Ooh, yeah, he's good in Miami as well. Surrender, didn't he do pretty well here a few years ago? I think.
Yeah, Dimitrov to beat Hachanov.
No, I'm gonna go the other way.
And Alcaraz to beat Nakashima.
Yes, I think it'd be competitive though, that one.
Okay, so Zverev Greek spot. I'll have Zverev.
I've got Mpechi Pericard fees. I'm gonna go fees.
I'll have Draper beating Runa.
Yeah, straight sets.
Fritz Shelton.
No,
I'm gonna
Shelton.
have Fritz.
Oh,
Fonseca Berrettini. I mean, he's had, every single match is like a top player for Fonseca.
it's a nightmare draw. He's gonna have to Draper
There's
it.
no way he's going to do all of this, by the way. I think I'm going to go Berrettini because I don't think he's going to get this far, probably, Fonseca. I've probably gone too much with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Berrettini as well. Medvedev to beat Tsitsipas.
Yeah, seems to have the edge. Musetti Djokovic. I'm going to go. This is Musetti. Musetti's going to beat Djokovic.
He has beaten him before, though.
Yeah, I know.
Monte Carlo, wasn't it?
Yeah. But not in Miami.
No, I'm going to go Djokovic.
Djokovic has won, 6 times?
Yeah, you'd just probably see him down the other end. That's enough, I think. Cerundolo to beat Ruud.
No, I'm going to have Ruud beating Cerundolo. And I'm going to have Alcaraz beating Dimitrov.
He batters Hachanov. Puts him in a little bit of batter. Puts him in the deep fryer. Fees versus Draper. Oh, sign me up.
Zverev Draper.
Definitely sign me up more probably for that. I think he beats Fees. I think
we're getting too carried away. I think Zverev's going to beat Draper and end the street.
Maybe that's why
I'll be cheering on Draper, but I think he's done at this stage. He's got far.
But you think it's another Australian Open? He's all like limping.
I don't know. We don't know what level he's going to be. If he continues this, he can beat Zverev for sure. But I'm going to have on this occasion Zverev, I think. I then have Fritz beating Berrettini.
I'm going to have Ben Shelton, I think, taking out Berrettini.
I'll have Medvedev beating Musetti.
Medvedev to beat Djokovic.
And then Alcaraz to beat Ruud.
Cerundolo, Alcaraz. Very close match, but I think Alcaraz still is able to edge him.
Yeah, so mine's quite boring, in fact. I've got 1, 3, 2 and 7.
I've got 6. Not sure what Shelton is, 13
I think.
Something like that, yeah. And then
7.
What's he? Is he 7? I can never tell with Daniel anymore.
He's 7.
And then, Alcaraz at the bottom.
So I've gone more boring than you on this one.
Draper, Shelton.
I think I predicted Fritz Alcaraz in the final of the last one. And I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have Fritz beating Zverev and then Alcaraz beating Medvedev to have Fritz versus Alcaraz here in Miami.
People are going to get mad at me if I don't pick Jack Draper if I put him this far. Because if I put Shelton through now, everyone's going to be like, what are you talking about?
No, Draper would beat Shelton. If he gets this far, he'll beat Shelton.
All right. You've picked it for me. And then I think it's going to be Alcaraz to beat Medvedev. And we're going to get the Draper-Alcaraz rematch.
I think on paper that's the match everyone wants to see. Because they played, but it wasn't a final. Alcaraz would have seen exactly what Draper's done to him, and he's going to have a really...
We said he wants revenge already.
It's not just that, though. He's going to have a concrete game plan of what he needs to deploy to be able to beat him. I'm sure he's there watching the videos with his team and understanding exactly what he needs to do and change.
Student.
And that's going to be very interesting because these are players who are going to play many, many times over their careers. This is the future of the sport, battling for slams. So the early stages of that rivalry, I think, is going to be quite fascinating.
Similar to with Sinner.
For sure, but it's one of the good matches in tennis right now because Draper's a lefty. And there's not many other top players who are lefties.
I can think of a few. Don't we have... We had Djokovic, Nadal and Federer. 2 righties and a lefty. We got Alcaraz, Sinner, and Draper. It's perfect. The big 3 are back. And the other thing, Jack Draper's actually right-handed, the same as Rafael Nadal. You can't make it up.
Is he good on clay, though?
He's good on everything. He's going to win Roland Garros.
So what's he done on clay before, Jack Draper?
Tumbleweed.
he may come good. Let's wait and see.
Yeah.
So Alcaraz Fritz final. I'm going to have Alcaraz winning Miami. I thought that the moment I saw the draw it come out, I think this is Alcaraz's to lose.
I agree.
I'll be surprised if he loses. I don't see Draper winning this event, and my money is on Alcaraz to win.
I am.
However, if we get the final between Draper and Alcaraz, I think Draper beats him again.
I don't. And do you want to know my reasoning?
He's not going. If he gets to the final, Draper, he's going to win.
My reasoning behind it is Alcaraz has had the same thing when he first started playing against Sinner. It would be sort of tit for tat. Like every time they'd play each other, he would learn. Then he'd come back and he'd beat him. And then they'd sort of swap how they were beating each other, learning. So I think it's going to be like this again. Alcaraz probably relishing the chance to play him again and will probably get his revenge.
Well, there we go. You've heard what we think in our draw preview. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section. And if you haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you soon for our women's draw preview. This is going to have to come probably after play. We'll post it, but we're going to be doing it ahead of time. So stay tuned on the channel. We're not ignoring the women's. We will be doing a draw preview at some point. It's just difficult to fit it all in with the timeline and work and everything else. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon. And I'm hoping Joao Fonseca can beat Tien, because there's a lot of GTL bonus points on offer for that one.
Yeah.
A lot at stake.
A lot. Bragging rights. They will be on, and I'll be coming in with my tail between my legs if he loses. So come on, learner. Do it for me, if not for yourself.
See you soon.